If you're anything like me, you've scoured YouTube and the internet trying to get an exact answer how to make KDE go from looking like this to this. But I mean, it shouldn't be that hard, right? Like countless YouTube videos are just like, yeah, just go ahead and adjust the settings. At least that's been my experience. Let's go ahead. Let's show you the easy way to make this happen. First thing we're going to do is we're going to go down here to settings. All right. Then we're going to go to global themes. And then we're going to click this little thing that says get new. Now you can do it with these other themes, but we want something that looks really just perfect, right? And now what we're looking for actually happens to be right here, but we're going to go ahead and search for it. And we're going to type in Nordic, right? And now there's a few different options when it comes to Nordic. You can do this Nordic's, standard styles that are right here, or you can look for Utterly, and we'll find Utterly Nordic right here, which just has a little bit more pizzazz. By pizzazz, I mean the window layout is kind of Mac style or GNOME style, which a lot of people tend to like, and that's the one that we're going to be focusing on today. I also went ahead and grabbed the Utterly Sweet because I think that one's kind of pretty too. Now, we're going to go ahead and click on the Nordic thing. We're going to make sure appearance and settings plus desktop and window layout is selected. Window layout. And that's going to give us this. It's nice and pretty. And you would think, okay, so we've got like what looks like a little bit of blur down here. We probably have a little bit of blur right here, except for we can't see the rest of this clock that's there, which I absolutely hate this clock. I'll show you guys how to get rid of that in just a little bit. Next thing we're going to go do, though, is we're going to type in effects, and we're going to get desktop effects. Now you'll see we have background contrast, and it's got this triple dot, as well as blur, which has this triple dot. We're going to go ahead and select both of these and make sure it's a check mark. And we're going to come here over to configure, and we're going to turn blur strength all the way down, and we're going to do noise strength to probably about the third tick. Click OK, and apply and OK, and then apply that. And if we go ahead and click the start menu here, we've got that wonderful see-through clock. The clock itself isn't wonderful, just it's wonderful that we can see it. And that's it. That's all that you need to do. It's really stupid simple. You can play with other things like translucency here, to where we have other windows get like different levels of translucency. So if we have inactive windows, we just turn that down a little bit. And if I pull up, let's pull up Dolphin real quick. When we click apply and OK, and then apply, now because it's inactive, it has this little, slight transparency, slight glassiness to it. You can play with it all that you want, and then just kind of make it yours. If we wanted to take a look at it with the Sweet theming, or actually, let me go ahead and get colors and themes, and we're going to go over here to icons. We can actually select what type of icons we want. So Beauty Solar is the one from Sweet. And if we add that to this, it kind of changes some of how our icons look here. You just download different icon packs as well. It's really stupid simple. Just scroll through, find one that you think is pretty, give it a try. I've opted to go with Nordic Green right here, but now let's go ahead and go back up to the quick settings real quick. And we'll go to global theme, and we change it to Utterly Sweet. Desktop layout, window layout, all of that. We get this beautiful, I'm not really a huge fan of the meta key menu or whatever being this circle. We can adjust the themes and icons and everything as we choose. Just takes a little bit of playing around with things or applying whatever you think fits best. And you just kind of go through it, find what works. Now let's go ahead over here, desktop wallpapers. We want to grab my Calm Waters logo. And that just looks gorgeous. I personally love it. Now let's get rid of this clock. Show panel configuration by right clicking and click remove. And I'm going to go to my other monitors and click remove as well, because I'm not a huge fan of it. Exit mode. And then I'm going to do a little bit of adjusting here. I don't like how this works here. So I'm going to go ahead and right click, show panel configuration. This global menu, you're going to want to keep that there, because the way that this theme at least works is that's where your other things show up. How do I say that? Exit edit mode. Dolphin, right? Underneath this global menu, this is where your files edit, all of that. Similar to how Mac looks, this is where all of that is. It's not located on the window itself. So you want to keep that global menu. This way you're not, stranded. But we're going to go ahead and right click here, show panel configuration. We're going to go ahead and remove this spacer. We're going to remove this spacer, remove this spacer. Just follow with me. Remove spacer, and we're going to remove that. And then we're going to go ahead and remove this spacer also. And then we're going to go with fit content, and we're going to go ahead and center this to the right hand side. Then what we're going to do is we're going to come down here. I'm going to remove the overview option because I hate that. We're going to go ahead and add the overview is that little pop out where kind of like I'm not a fan of it. If you like it, go ahead and keep it. We're going to go into window widgets, and we're going to add the application menu. Okay. And then I'm going to drag the application menu right here. And then I'm going to add a spacer. All right. And then we're going to do boom. So this way we kind of have this little spacer right in between. This way everything's nice and separated. And then we're going to exit edit menu. And now we have a complete mistake. What did I do? Give me just a moment here. I will figure out how I accomplished it. Still no idea how I did it, but I decided to switch it over to the way that I was using it before I started doing it there. Kind of gave it a bit of a Windows 11 type feel. I don't know, but regardless, I put it on its own little segment here. All you do is you right click, create, no, there we go, show panel configuration, and then we go off and add new panel, and we can then do like empty panel, and then you click add new widget, and then we add the launcher there, and then we clone the panel and put it to where we want it to be, and then fit to content, and it'll slide it right there. I'm going to go ahead and delete it since I've already done this. Delete panel, there we go. And then we went off and made sure that we show panel configuration and change this from always visible to dodge windows. So this way it falls in where it needs to be. Open up Dolphin here. So if we put it there, it'll dodge the windows. And this way we get full utility of our entire screen if we need that to be the case. But yeah, that's how we accomplished all of that. One of the other things that I'll show later on at a later date is how to set up so this way we have translucency inside of things like Kitty. I'm using Kitty and Fish, and they work fantastic together. But yeah, that's what we got. What do you guys think? Leave a message down in the comments below. Let me know what you think about it.